Well, good morning and happy Pozzoli Day, everybody. Oh my goodness, we got blue skies. Limu and Emu just left and the turkeys have showed up. Yes, George and I were on a walkabout down by the George Mobile. And here came the turkeys. They were looking right at me, and so I said, George, let's go up by the house. They'll be here in a minute. Anyway, they've all showed up. Yes. Right there. Yeah. Hi, babies. They know where the good stuff is, George. Yep. Oh, my. Love you all. Thoughts and prayers for everybody that needs them. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers for all the people affected by the shooting in Minnesota. Yeah, that was terrible. It is impossible to rationalize an irrational act. Yep. And George is pulling on my hoodie strings. It's 49 degrees this morning, and he's sitting right here snuggled up with Daddy. He was talking to his mommy this morning on the phone. Oh, George. Yes. She's got an hour and a half drive to get home this morning. Yeah. She's working a long ways from home. And of course, it's Friday, so there's lots of traffic. She says the tourists. Ha! Yeah, we have that problem here in the Northwoods once in a while, but we don't have traffic jams. Now, you'll notice some things have changed. There's now a canoe in the pond, and I built a ducky border to keep them out of my bushes. Yes, I want pond plants to grow around the edge. And no, I'm not going to plant cactus around my pond. Yep. Goofy ducks. Yeah. I'll have to show you here in a minute. Yeah. Anyway, I was real happy. Limu and Emu showed up at 6:30 this morning. There's the herd of turkeys. Yeah. Got all the babies. Yeah, we missed Jerry. Jerry was a sweetheart. I hope and pray she's okay, but the biggest problem with Jerry is she was bred as a pet, and genetically she was, I guess they engineered her to be food. That particular type of turkey is raised for their meat. They get really, really heavy, which means they don't fly like these guys. This is wild turkeys, and they fly just like anything else. They do a lot of running around on the ground, but they can fly really good. And they roost way up off the ground in the trees. Yeah. Jerry would not have been safe out in the woods with these guys because she, being a big girl, she didn't fly as good as they did. And there's a good chance that something got her. And that breaks my heart because she was just a sweet baby. Yep. Last night when I came home from uploading the video, I had 7 big tom turkeys right across the street, right in our front yard. Yeah. Anyway, I'm happy that these guys feel safe here. Yep, they have no problem with me and George standing right here watching them. Yep. Anyway, I can show you what I've engineered. I'm wearing a big Band-Aid on my hand. Yeah, I had a owie. Yep. I won't show you the pictures of what it looked like before I put a Band-Aid on it. Yeah. Anyway, what I engineered. Come on, George. Hey, George. Come on. Let's take a walk, buddy. Come on. Come on, George. Yeah. The turkeys are okay with us walking around. These guys. Trouble. Yeah. They eat everything. Yep. So, I've erected a border wall for them. Now, if they decide to play limbo and go under those boards to get to the pond plants, I have wire. I had 10 feet of that wire that I put around over there and here. I had 10 feet of that left, and I cut it in half, so I have enough wire to extend this down closer to the water. Oh, and George is doing a big bird. Thank you, George. And the turkeys are just watching us. Yep. They have no problem with me standing here. Yeah, that's good, George. Anyway, I can extend the wire down all the way to the water to keep the duckies out. The duckies don't go underneath the dock, and that's good. I'm going to watch them today, and if they decide they want to go under the board, then I'll put the wire on it. The canoe is also protecting plants that are growing behind it. Yeah. I want these pond plants and the landscaping, the cattails and the lily pads and the hyacinths, I want that stuff to root into the pond to absorb the bad stuff. Yeah. They take the extra nutriment out of the water that would create the algae. Yeah. And there's Henry and his ladies taking a walk. Yes. It's an absolutely beautiful 49-degree morning. Yeah. We're supposed to get up to 71 today, maybe? With blue skies. That's perfect working weather. Yeah. Now, yeah. I still have a canoe and a kayak down by the creek, so I don't need this one. Yes, it can stay right there. Doesn't look bad. But it's protecting the root systems and the plants that the duckies were chewing on. Yeah, the duckies thinned them out already. Yeah, George. What do you say, buddy? I don't think it looks too bad. Yeah. Anyway, the ducky fence here is to keep them from eating all of this stuff. Yep. And my poor lily pads were taking a beating, so hopefully this keeps the duckies out of it. There's Jenny and the turkeys. Yep. They're all busy scratching, looking for bugs. Yep. Anyway, we heard from Amy. That's Logan's mom. She said Logan appreciated all of the happy birthday shout outs. Yeah. George, how's the water, buddy? Yep. Anyway, blue skies in paradise. God bless y'all. Thank you for the wonderful comments. Yeah, George. Anyway, we're only about 2,000 views from the 3 million mark. I'll let you know as soon as we hit 3 million, but YouTube doesn't do a live update every time somebody watches that. That figure doesn't change, but about every other day they've come up with a new figure on it. Yeah. So we're about a day from being 3 million. There's Goofy Ducks. Yeah. George. You gonna take a dip, buddy? He goes, yeah, Dad. The boys. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I was busy last night until after dark. I've been running the hose, watering things, making everything green. Yeah. The slab that I showed the concrete workers working on that George loves those guys. That's the next door neighbors. They're building a garage over there. And George was helping. Yes, you're a goofy duck, George. Yep, he had fun. Every time he heard those guys over there, he had to head over there. Barbara's on walkabout with the turkeys. Jenny's on walkabout with the turkeys. Yep. Here goes Henry. Da, 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 da. Yep. Anyway, love you all. Have a wonderful Friday. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Yep. I'll keep you updated. Like I said, I've got wire to add to this if it's necessary, but I'll keep an eye on the duckies. Yeah. I hope it works. Yep. Anyway, love you all. Thoughts and prayers for everybody that needs them. Remember to stay safe. Wash your flippers often. We love you all. Bye.